What I eat in a day after 106 pounds down on Zepbound weight loss. So over the next 2 days, I'll show you exactly what I'm eating. Come along with me. I start off my day with some electrolytes and some water. I love I race myself. I make it fun having water, and I accidentally spill all of my nugget ice on my calendar, on my counter. But I try to have 40-ounce tumbler, and Mr. Freddie loves watching me, of water right as I wake up. And I have that as I'm driving my son to school. My goal is to have that and then a cup of coffee. Today's a little bit different because I have a photo shoot later today. And so my schedule's a little bit wonky, but I'm trying to chug some of those electrolytes in. And I'll have another pack of electrolytes later on today too. So before I left for my photo shoot, I wanted to make a dense bean salad. I don't know if you guys have seen these across the internet. They're absolutely delicious and it lasts for like 3, 4, 5 days. It's really, really easy. You have a ton of vegetables, and I've been having this as my snack. Just chop up a bunch of vegetables to get my fiber in with Zepbound weight loss. That can be a big issue for people, and myself included, of making sure I'm getting enough fruits, vegetables. You literally just use chickpeas, or you can use whatever canned beans you want. I use some chickpeas and some kidney beans into the recipe. And the one I'm having today is a lime dense bean salad. I've added chicken into it before too, but this time I really didn't want to have any chicken into it. But mixing the beans in there, so much fiber, so much protein. And generally for me, my goal is to have 100 to 150 grams of protein per day. So this is nice. I use it as meals sometimes, but more so for like, I'm hungry and I don't want to eat anything before dinner, or I do eat something before dinner, but it's a really, really nutritious, vegetable dense bean salad. So, and I got some really fresh produce from Costco. And so Mr. Freddie and Wilma's the white dog and Mr. Freddie's the other one. And so I put a lot of lime juice in there. And I did decide to add some rotisserie chicken in there as well. Off to my photo shoot. We're doing a massive, massive big project at countessofshopping.com. And so I needed to get new photos because my old photos were 100 plus pounds of me overweight. The set that I'm on today is this beautiful multi-million-dollar mansion in McLean, Virginia, if you're familiar with Northern Virginia. But I worked with the best photographer, and I'm really glad I had some of that dense bean salad before I left. There's food shots in there, but I'm not eating. It's fake food. I didn't end up eating any of that food that was in the kitchen. And we took a ton of photos. At this point, my mouth is getting really tired from smiling. As you can see, my face is like, cheese, I'm so tired. But it was a full day of shooting. Literally was there from 10 to like 2:30. So at this point, I am ready to come home. I'm ready to have some lunch, but it was really fun. We got some great shots, and my photographer, stylist, hair and makeup were exceptional. It was absolutely one of the best photo shoots, and I've been on a bunch before. One of the best photo shoots I've ever been on. I really, really enjoyed myself and had a good time. That's part of the crew that was there. And these are some of the shots that came down. You'll see them later on countessofshopping.com with some updates. I came home and I was so excited. My territory meals are here. I am completely obsessed. You guys have heard me talk about territory before. They're healthy meals delivered fresh. They literally have personalized menus. I love getting these for my family. So we each can have the Count, the Duke, and myself. I ended up having the chicken stifadoo. It's a Greek beef stew. I may have mispronounced that, but it's the most delicious beef stew. Look at how much protein's in there. A ton of protein. Low calories, which fit into my daily calorie range and which I'm trying to have on my Zepbound weight loss. And you can make them in under 2 minutes. Look at the fresh vegetables and the fresh beef that's in there. Y'all, I was so happy after that photo shoot. I was so hungry and then so full after eating that. That bowl was delicious. It was so good, but it's nutrient packed. It has in there, and one of the things I like, you can make them in less than 2 minutes without little effort of cooking them, literally because they come so fresh, and they're crafted with care from chefs in your community, which is really cool. It's made with registered dietitian, and they work with local independent chefs, small businesses, and restaurants to offer healthy meals locally. Use the discount code QUEEN25. I'll link it down in the description link below to get an extra savings off of your first order. They also have paleo cookies too, which I had never had a paleo cookie. So I had one of those as well for a little dessert treat. They were delicious. They were fun to try. Our family really enjoyed trying those. Just something different that we would normally not get. But exceptional, fresh, and filling, so filling. And I decided to watch Queen Charlotte. My kids showed me those. Are these blueberries not the biggest you've ever seen? Day 2 ended up having some protein pancakes. The Count, look at his cute little bun buns. Don't look at his bun buns. Those are for me. But he's so sweet and decided to make me some protein pancakes. I only ate one out of those. I'm not a big breakfast person. And so I was full at this point. I was like, okay, we good. And I shoot for around 1,500 to 1,800 calories per day. So there's Wilma and Fred definitely wanted to see if the Count dropped any extra pancakes or the Duke dropped any extra pancakes, with the protein pancakes. And my husband was so sweet. He made the pancakes, the protein ones, just for me. They ended up having different pancakes. But I was really excited to try those, and they were absolutely exceptional. And the dog's trying to eat butter too. Well, who wouldn't want to eat butter as well? I ended up freezing the other 2 ones of those for my meal prep, and I will have those later on in the week with some Greek yogurt. Chugged down some coffee, had some more 40-ounce tumbler of water. Yesterday, I didn't film for you guys, but I had over 120 ounces of water. And that's my goal. I like to fill up my 40-ounce tumbler thrice. And so it's at least 120 ounces of water, if not more. Typically, I have a lot more than that too on most days. I ended up going to work out at this point. It was lifting day. And so I wanted to go into we have a gym at our house. I was able to get my weight training in. Y'all, I am trying, honey, with this weight training. I am trying so hard, but it's made me so hungry. So I've had to adjust my what I eat in a days quite a bit. I did end up taking the dogs out for a 2-mile walk. And then I came back and had another one of my territory meals for lunch. It was the best sweet potatoes I have ever had. And I have had mashed sweet potatoes at Ruth's Chris and other high-end restaurants. These from Territory, the best. And it was salmon with herbs, fresh herbs on top and green beans. Literally, my son said to me, and I was like, how dare you? He said, Mom, they cook better than you do. And it's true. I'm too busy to cook, but I want high protein food. And you can focus in on if you've got somebody who's gluten-free or if you've got certain dietary things, you can totally pick from their options. Ended up walking 1 more mile because I like to get 2 to 6 miles in per day. Ended up having a whole orange. Care oranges are perfection and in season right now, and a Honeycrisp apple. Ironically, from Canada, it's in season. It was good too. Had a no sugar Slim Jim because, honey, we're doing something fun tonight. My boy and I were doing something fun tonight. We ended up going, I'll tell you where we're going, but I had for dinner another territory meal because I didn't want to cook. And this one is my absolute favorite. Whenever I order these over and over and over. They're the Moroccan style, but they're meatballs with peppers and onions. Oh my gosh, it is the best. It's the best. The sauce, it's so good, but it's lower calorie. It fits in my calorie range. Look, you can see the fresh vegetables in there. And literally, you can just pull back and cook them in there. Sometimes I put them on, like the other one, I just put on a bowl myself to cook them in, or you can cook them on the plate that it comes with. It is so good. And normally I eat sitting at the dining room table, but we were in a rush and Mama had to get those meatballs down so I could take my kid out. It was just the Duke and I. The Count stayed at home, but it was absolutely, those Moroccan style meatballs and peppers were so good. Even when the nights got cold, you have always read those home. We gon' be a reflection. God. And I ended our day going to the Toby Mac concert. Kane was also there, Crowder, and I forget there was Ryan Stevenson, which we ended up missing, but it was so good. We're going to go ahead and see Kane in Northern Virginia again. It was a great concert. My non-scale victory, I danced for 4 hours straight. 4 hours straight. I could not have done that before my 106-pound Zepbound weight loss journey. Thank goodness. But for dancing for 4 hours straight from somebody who was morbidly obese to now, I'm close to my goal weight. I'm about 15, 20 pounds away from my goal weight, and I am really, really excited. But it was awesome to be able to dance and sing and laugh and have fun and fit in my seat because there was thousands of people there and it was very crowded. And to be able to actually sit down and not have to worry about bumping into other people as a non-scale victory from my Zepbound weight loss was amazing. Make sure you go down to the link down below, use the discount code Queen25 over at Territory, get your meals, and click like, subscribe, and share. I'll see you on tomorrow's video.